Got Paul in the background waiting up there for me. We're off to see top two motorcycles today. They've got their opening, and yeah, we're going to ride the Tenere 700 and the new Transalp 750. Should be good. Alright, here we go. We're off to
adventure.
Yeah, we're off to Top 2 Motorcycles. Got the opening of the shop, and we're going to test ride the new T7 World Raid and also the new Transalp 750.
Any day riding bikes is a good day, so let's go ride some bikes.
Absolutely, let's go. You lead the way. First we need fuel and trail snacks. Paul's got the new aero helmet. Look at that. Beautiful. The clean outfit. So the helmet now matches the boots, which is good. You've got the former adventure boots on. So far, big thumbs up for the aero helmet.
Yeah. Too like it actually.
Look at that.
Pin lock down as well.
Yep.
But yeah, no, beautiful actually.
Very good.
Good helmet. Fits well.
Yep.
Hardly notice it's on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Now with our bikes full of fuel and our bellies full of trail snacks, it's time to head for our destination of Warwick. Oh, we got a green light. Let's go. And we finally arrive at our destination, Top 2 Motorcycles at Warwick. But I think we missed a turn, so we're going to have to take a detour. Looks like the road goes... It looks like Paul has decided to take his own detour across the paddock. Going across the paddock? I guarantee there'll be brown snakes going in every direction. But for me, I'll be taking the long way round. It's a BMW thing. On the grass maybe. A few bikes here. By the time Paul and I arrived, the open day was in full swing, with many different products on display, as well as their fully decked out showroom full of apparel and their top 2 motorcycles represented by Yamaha and Honda. And the place was absolutely buzzing. And the staff here couldn't be more friendly and helpful. So after checking out the bikes, we signed our life away and then went to check out the rest of the displays. Like this side-by-side buggy, and of course, the food. And what was going on at the other end of the building is what we came here for, the test rides. And giving us a thorough walk around of the Honda 750 Transalp is Ben from Top 2 Motorcycles.
Right, new Transalp. Have you ridden one before?
Not a Transalp.
Okay, alright. Completely new machine from the previous Honda Transalp, so you can't really compare them in that regard. So 750 twin. Really nice engine. You'll find when you ride it, they really come into their own in that sort of mid-range.
Yep. Okay.
And you'll feel that sort of like if you ride the Africa, it's sort of more linear right through the rev range, where these have got that real mid-range pull.
Yep.
They've got ABS front and rear, which you can turn off the rear. Traction control. There's different rider settings. So one thing they have improved with the system too, if you ride the Africa, it takes about 10-15 seconds for the screen to come on. This one comes up pretty much straight away. But yeah, there's different rider modes which you can play with. But essentially it's a fairly basic machine that they're designed to customise.
Yep.
So to get into it, it's pretty pretty cheap in
Yeah.
terms of what's available on the market.
Yeah, it's a good price.
It is, yeah. And then
Is it 15 something, was it?
it's
Yeah.
about, depending if you, like with dual seat Rego, it's about
Yep.
15.8 right
Okay,
away.
that's cheap. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
And then you set up the way you want. Everyone's different.
Yep.
Honda have got a heap of accessory options, and obviously the aftermarket's gone crazy as well with
Yeah.
stuff.
So with the controls here and everything, what do I need to know there? As far as
Probably
modes and things?
probably not a lot to get started.
Yep.
I'd just get on and ride,
Yep.
and then with the controls you start playing and changing things. But just a real quick thing, and we won't go through it all now, but the things that you can change, it's got power, which actually means throttle response.
Right.
So you can have it so it's twitchy or quite soft on the throttle.
Yep.
Engine braking, which is a pretty common thing with the Honda bikes now. So if you like to come off the throttle and really, you have the engine braking, you can have that. If you want it just to run on, you can set it that way as well.
Yep.
Traction control, and then your ABS.
Does it have a slipper clutch?
It does.
It does. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Well, that's
there's a
good.
slipper clutch.
Yeah. In case you turn it up too well.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can also get a quick shifter.
Oh yeah.
And there's a plethora of
Yeah.
accessories, crash bars you can get. So the standard screen is fixed.
Yep.
You can get little winglets, which actually do help quite a lot, keeps the wind off your shoulders.
Yeah, that'd be good.
You can get taller screens, and they're all genuine Honda
Yep.
stuff that's available. It's all pretty good value.
Good sized brakes on the front there.
Yeah. You're still running your 21-inch front and
Yep.
18-inch rear. The only thing I would say is if you're going to do any off-road at all, come around this side. A little bit hard to see, but you really need to get a bash plate.
Oh yeah. Okay. So what is that? The engine sump?
That's
Is it?
engine sump. Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
So that's essentially, so any ones that we've sold, we've pretty much told people just get a bash plate.
Yeah.
It's
Couple $100.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, you'd save the
Who
whole.
makes the best bash plates for those ones? Would you say
Oh,
that you've found so far? SW Motec or something?
SW Motec are good. B&B have just released their new one.
Yeah. Okay.
We actually
Yeah,
helped them.
almost good.
We helped
Yeah.
them with that.
Yep.
It's a two-piece bash plate,
Yep.
and the genuine ones are pretty good too, to be honest. So
Yeah.
they're sort of the three that we go to.
Yeah.
And then it's got things set up like it's ready to set a it's for a center stand.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
So
that's good.
again, another Honda accessory, but SW Motec do them as well.
Back. That's what I thought it was.
Yeah, it kind of looks like that. Yeah,
Just
just for the center stand. Yeah, so it's got everything set up again.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you want it, good. If you don't have to.
Right. What's the servicing intervals like on this one?
That's a good question. I think it's obviously first one's 1,000.
Yeah.
And then I'm pretty sure. Oh, right. Thanks, Greg. See you, mate. Pretty sure it's 12.5.
Oh, yeah.
From
That's
there.
pretty good. Yeah.
I
Not bad.
always say to customers, just do it at 5.
Yeah. Yeah, you're better off, aren't you?
Yeah,
The oil
it's cheap.
gets pretty. Oil's cheap and change the filters and things like that. Awesome.
The Africans are the same. They're 12.5. We have customers who stick to that, and we've never had any issues with them.
Yeah.
But me personally, I just like to do it sooner rather than later. But that's it. In terms of servicing, it's just Honda GN4 oil, which is the mineral-based oil. That's cheap, and it's they're easy to
Yep.
service. I'm pretty sure they've got a spin-on filter at the front. Yeah, up here. Yeah.
Okay.
But other than that, they're really nice engine, like really cranky.
Yeah.
They sound good. I know they've done some tests with exhausts.
Yeah, I did hear that. I saw Daryl Beattie had was it
His SC Project.
SC Project? Yeah.
So I can't remember the exact number, but he just did a slip-on rear.
Yep.
They put it on the dyno without tuning it, and
Was it 10 horsepower or something?
It was
like
something
that?
crazy like that,
It was,
yeah.
It was bloody amazing. Crazy how restricted the
Yeah.
stand exhaust is. Yeah.
they don't sound restricted when you.
No, they sound a nice sounding engine.
Mm.
They really are,
Standard,
Yeah.
rain,
Yep.
yeah.
use of sport.
Yeah. So the user one you can set up yourself,
For what you like, yeah.
and just leave it at that. Yeah. Yeah. You'll notice like rain will change your throttle response and so
Yep,
on,
yep,
just to
yep.
try and maximum traction control and things like that. And it's pretty easy to flick on the fly if the weather changes or you're going from road to gravel or whatever.
Maybe outside for
Good low sea height on it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, the standard seating position is pretty
Yeah.
good. You'd be flat-footed. Both you guys would be flat-footed on this, so,
Mm.
and you can get different seat options as well. suspension's not tunable, so you can't adjust it.
Yep.
But the aftermarket is going to town on this.
Yeah,
lots of things happening. You get full replacement stuff or send the stuff away and they'll just firm it up a little bit depending on your rider weight and that sort of thing. And the only thing I'd probably do if I bought one is probably just add some wind protection.
Yeah.
Maybe some heated grips, spark busters.
Yep. They're all boxes you can tick, I suppose, when you buy
exactly.
it.
Yeah. Depends what you want to use it for, I suppose. But
Yeah. Oh, very nice. Yeah, we're both booked in for that and the Tenere, so
yeah, both very different. Same sort of mid-sized class, I guess, but that's designed to be good out of the box.
Yeah.
The suspension's brilliant on the world road. Steering damper and
people rave about that engine too, so I'm looking forward to. I've never ridden the 700, so
it's a beautiful engine, the CP2.
yeah.
Doesn't matter what, like if you're in the wrong gear when you hit a hill or something, there's just power on it.
Yeah. They sound great too. Parallel twins.
They're both parallel twins, yeah.
And so, while Ben is also giving Paul a comprehensive rundown of the new T7 World Raid, let's take a look at a comparison between the two bikes from SBK Motorcycle. As you can see, these two similar capacity bikes are aimed at different ends of the market, with a 10 grand price differential. So with all these specifications in mind, and depending on what sort of riding you do, which bike would you choose? The Yamaha Tenere 700 World Raid or the Honda XL750 Transalp? Alright, ready to go? Let's go. Got to grab my gloves. All good. Okay. Sounds nice. Ready to go? It looks like Ben wants a quick photo before we leave. And with that snapshot done, we're off like a bride's nightie. Very smooth bike so far. Loving it. Can you hear me, Paul? He's got his intercom turned off. Nice bike, you really sort of sit in it. So smooth, the engine, really easy to read, TFT screen. Paul's going the dirt road. Okay, let's go. Don't drop it, Paul. Standing position, not too bad. But the bars are turned down too far, making it awkward. Okay, so third gear roll on. Okay, I felt the traction control come in a bit there. It's actually got feels like it's got quite a lot of horsepower. With 90 horsepower and weighing in at 208 kilograms, the Transalp has a pretty impressive power to weight ratio. What do you reckon? Pretty good? This is pretty good horsepower wise. Hey, your intercoms don't seem to be working. Yeah, it's better? Yeah, okay. Should we go back up there and straight ahead? Okay, you ready? Got your camera on? Unfortunately, Paul forgot to turn on his camera. That's the most important part. Yeah, you can ride this fairly slowly, like I'm at just about a standstill there. 1k an hour, that was pretty good. Very balanced bike. I love the sound of this engine. Traction control. Feels more of a The way the standard Transalp is set up does make it feel more of a road bike, but I'm sure you could change that with a few tweaks. While the feedback I'm getting from Paul about the Tenere is completely opposite to that. Well, I've just spotted our new South African friend we've just met, and he's out test riding the Africa Twin. Now let's go find some open roads.
Go down this way, a bit of highway stuff. So you reckon a bit of highway? Listen to the engine on this thing. Holy crap, and the brakes are good too. That freaking accelerates like you wouldn't believe.
Well, I think I just found the Transalp's sweet spot. That engine is an absolute gem. The bike itself feels light and nimble, and I can imagine commuting on this every day of the week. And with that horsepower and torque on tap, it hooks up in the corners nicely. Well, before we head too far down the road, it's time to turn these things around and head back to swap bikes.
Yeah, it's quite well balanced. Yeah.
Find the visibility through the windscreen to be quite good, and the wind protection at speed isn't too bad either, considering the size of it.
I noticed the suspension of this, like when you go to the front, it kind of kicks you up out of the seat bed, which I actually like that.
However, I am finding the suspension way too soft, and it lets the bike down a little bit. Whereas Paul reckons the suspension on the Tenere is spot on.
Yeah, no, it was good. Sport for you. All good. Where we due to swap over? So we do at 12:30.
Oh yeah,
so do we
that's
just,
okay. Yeah,
just jump and go,
yeah.
and then we'll get back as soon as we can. All right, look at this beast.
That's one sexy bike.
Oh, how good's the TFT on that? That's really good.
This is way smaller.
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, this one here on my tippy toes.
There's such a noticeable difference between the seat heights.
So it's in sport. There's the mode button. See there, Paul? You can change the mode on the fly.
Oh yeah.
Rain, gravel. Yeah, so we'll go sport. Yeah, motor does sound good on this thing. Oh, it feels heaps different. It feels a lot more.
This feels very much like a
Smooth. I love the engine.
very much like a road bike.
Yeah. Holy, this is beautiful.
It's such a great looking bike.
Yeah, I love the TFT on this, the way it sits up like that. It's a bit like a Desert X like that too.
Just listen to Paul's reaction when he feels a difference in power.
Right, here we go. Gravel.
Although Paul likes the power, he reckons the suspension reminds him of his old V-Strom, and it doesn't feel as sure-footed as the Tenere on the gravel.
Oh, this thing. Tenere. Yeah, it has, yeah. It's got more horsepower than the Tenere. I love it. The Tenere feels good now, the more I ride it. I'd actually like slightly wider bars, maybe. I don't know.
Let's go down that old road.
The seated position between the two bikes couldn't be more different. You sit more on top of the Tenere and more into the Transalp.
Get a shot of you coming past on the Transalp. Woohoo! Yeah, you can ride this pretty slow too. It's pretty well balanced.
The Tenere feels just like a big dirt bike.
Right.
Yeah.
It's unreal on the Honda, but
And lucky for us, we managed to find some more gravel. The riding position while standing is definitely more natural on the Tenere than it is on the Transalp. With its narrower seat, the Tenere seems much roomier and a lot less cramped. But some of that could also be attributed to the setup on that Transalp. If those bars rotated further forward, they'd feel much better. And as I mentioned before, I would like slightly wider bars on the Tenere, just as a personal preference.
alright, accelerate hard on that thing. Just maybe there's a corner there, but holding traffic goes for.
Paul seems to keep finding that horn on the Transalp. And there's our South African friend again on an MT-07. With such a big wide tank, I've got to say I think I find the wind protection better on the Tenere than the Transalp.
Considering how big the tank is, this has got a pretty empty tank though, actually. Looking at it, it's flashing. Nice to let the guys know.
That CP2 engine accelerates nicely, but the best sounding bike actually goes to the Honda. It's just a pity its suspension lets it down a little bit. For example, here you can see in slow motion Paul practically getting thrown off his seat while the Tenere remains rock solid.
Yeah, a fair bit of dive on this one too, actually, on the brake. Hard brake. But
It's a good road bike. Like good for touring. I reckon if you're going to commute on it every day, I can go to Transalp. But I like this one. Yeah, next one. Yeah. Yeah. Bloody good.
yeah.
This is good though. I quite like what they've done with it. Yeah. It's like the big tank and the steering dampener and everything. It was good. Was that you?
Yeah, that was me. Trying to get used to the controls.
Yeah.
It's got an insane amount, a very nice amount of power.
Yeah.
Just really nice.
That fuel's getting low in this one, I noticed.
Alright, I'll get someone
Yeah,
to,
but
what do you mean?
bloody beautiful, I loved it.
Weeks without
I think,
that thing.
yeah. Yeah, what a fantastic bike.
No, they are
Yeah.
really good bikes. Yeah.
You reckon of that?
So for on-road, I think that's certainly, you know, if you were going to load it up, just go on highway miles,
Yeah.
the Transalp
And commuting, I reckon.
definitely, yeah. Power delivery on it,
Yeah.
fantastic.
But this would be
But
good
if
for
you
a
were
trip,
going to
wouldn't
go
it?
off-road, I
Yeah.
definitely, this felt,
Oh,
we
yeah.
actually did a bit
Suspension
of
on
dirt down
that's
the side there.
I reckon it's better, yeah.
So much, very short-footed in the
Yeah.
this thing.
I could just imagine loading it up and doing a trip out west
Yeah.
on that thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you take
Just
this
it's
up,
a
you
I
take
think
this out over the Simpson, no problem. I think.
yeah. The position, you know, riding position is really nice on it. And, yeah.
I love the position.
Yeah. But I was surprised at the how good the engine is on that thing.
Yeah,
You know, the
Yeah,
algorithm.
but
Unbelievable.
really for a 750.
Yeah, great
So,
bike.
I would get myself in a bit of trouble with that because that growl that it's got.
Yeah, you want to hear it.
They both
You
sound
do
like
want to
that.
hear it, and that's
Yeah.
and it doesn't take much to get up to 115, 116.
Yeah. Yeah.
Were you mentioning that Daryl Beatty? Yeah. He's done a bit of modification.
Yeah.
He did a bike and he got like 11 horsepower.
I heard that, yeah.
Changed the full system over. Oh, full system? Yeah. It was
SC Project or something, was it? Yeah.
backed it on the dyno, it was 11 horsepower. But
Right.
it feels
Yeah.
like I rode that bike up at Maryvale with the full system on it, and he's got cartridge kits in the suspension
Yeah,
and
it's
different rear shocks, so it sits 30 mil higher.
Yeah. It is a little bit soft in the rear
But
lockdown, but yeah. It's
it
great.
feels like a much happier bike once
Yeah.
you get rid of all the cat and all the bullshit on it.
Yeah. Is there any adjustment in suspension on that thing? Or
Only just clickers on the back, a preload on the
preload, yeah. Yeah.
No, it's great. The price is amazing for what it delivers. I think it's bloody brilliant. Yeah. They're going to sell like
for a bike out of Japan at that price point.
Yeah.
Normally they're another $2 or $3 grand.
Yeah.
And that's what I was expecting when they were going to come out. You know, probably somewhere in that 17. But I think they've got the pricing right on these ones.
Yeah, absolutely. I can imagine riding that every day, ride it to work, and then play on the weekend. Yeah. Oh, they're great.
Put the quick shifter on his, the wider foot pegs and bits and pieces. So he's just trying to fine tuning it for what he wants to do with the.
He's not a short guy either, is he?
No.
Done a ride with him before actually. And you probably want it a little bit taller because I mean, even for me, I can get both feet on the ground with it. Yeah.
But no, just a little bit extra in the suspension. It feels like a totally different bike again, kind of thing, you know. So.
I guess it's going to be a big seller. That thing. It's particularly because there's a lot of short riders too that appeal to, you know. But
a lot of boxes for a lot of people.
Yeah, great engine. And it's a Honda. But that engine is amazing too. Fantastic.
They sound like a
Yeah.
Oh, if you've heard that CP2 engine with the sound.
Put an acro on it or something.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for that today.
Yeah, all right.
Great opportunity.
Had a good day and enjoyed it.
Yeah, no, it was
trouble.
Yeah.
Try to.
Yeah. That was it. Top 2. Check out that beastie. Back to reality. They always feel weird when you get back on them. I found, you know, because I've been riding the DRZ and I jumped back on this and it felt like someone else's bike, almost.
Only for the first few minutes.
Only for the first few minutes, yeah.
Then it's back to that for me.
Back to normal, yeah. Go back and have a Macca's debrief, eh?
Yeah, Macca's debrief.
Back on the old heavy beat. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're going to feel heavy.
Yeah. Definitely full of fuel. It's a pity that Tenere didn't have more fuel in it actually, because it would have made a big difference. Because that would have been another 20 kilos, you know, on top of the tank. Alright, let's go. That was it. It was our top 2 motorcycles joyride, I would call it. Not test ride. We had a lot of joy. If you're in southeast Queensland looking for a new bike, check out Top 2 Motorcycles at Warwick. That was me beeping this time, and I'd just like to say a big thank you to all the staff at Top 2 Motorcycles. You guys are legends. In our next episode, Paul and I head over to Macca's for lunch and a quick debrief. Here's a quick look at that.
Right. So, debrief of our ride of Top 2 Motorcycle Shop.
It's like an open day, isn't it?
Yeah, it was an open day. So, and they had lots of stalls, almost like a market type thing.
Yeah.
Situation. Lots of tents of people selling different things. They had helmets, they had those earplug plug-ins, or what are they called? There was food, there was coppers, there was, you know, it was a busy little for Warwick. It was flat out. Obviously, they had all their bikes for display, and they were doing obviously demo rides of some of their latest bikes, and so we opted to ride the new the Yamaha Tenere. What was it called? It was
it's Tenere 700 World Raid.
World Raid.
Yep.
Yeah, and I tell you what, a nice looking bike, very much dirt orientated. We also rode the Honda Transalp 750. So both myself and Grant took both bikes out. I had the Tenere initially, and then we swapped over. How did you find the format, Grant?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, I think
it was a little bit different to what we've done before. We're normally on an organised ride and you're following a leader, and
they basically let you go on your own.
Yeah, so off you go. Come back in 15-20 minutes.
Yeah.
And to be fair, I didn't mind that. So we're just talking about our South African friend that
we turn the GoPro around so you can get him coming past.
Yeah. Here he is. Coming past the window. There we go. Going to park next to our bikes. Anyway, nice fellow. We've chatted to him for a little while. Very
So
good.
we coming past, we thought, hey,
Yeah, I just thought I should turn around.
come and join us.
We're doing a bit of a debrief on our,
But you thought you had some fun?
Excellent, yeah.
So what was your favorite bike?
mine was probably the Tenere.
Yeah.
The Tenere for me was, we did the Tenere and the Transalp.
Yeah.
The Transalp had plenty of power.
Yeah, it was, isn't it? Particularly when you put it in sport.
Great on the
you try that.
But it felt like more of a road bike, but plenty of power. I mean, we liked, there were things that we liked about both of those bikes.
Yeah.
Would I spend my money on it?
Find out the answer to this riveting question next episode.
But anyway, enjoyed myself. Thanks for another great next moto adventure.
Yeah, it was good.
So we'll, if you are looking for, an adventure bike or getting into adventure riding, certainly the Transalp would be, very good value for money. If you're doing a fair bit of off-road, the Tenere, brilliant.
Yeah.
Great bike.